What's up, YouTube? It's Credit Guy Frank here coming to you today with yet again another video. All right, y'all already know how I do it. I get straight to it, man. But like always, I ask you guys to like, comment, subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds to do each of those. And also send this video or other videos on this channel that can help other people that you know could benefit from it. All right, it's one of the only channels that you can literally close your eyes, scroll, click on any video, and it's guaranteed to give you some game about a different situation financially. All right, now today I want to make a quick video. I just want to show you guys, number one, I want to teach you guys how to properly place your trade lines and also when to place your trade lines. Also, I want to show you guys how, if you have good credit, which I hope you do by now, how you can utilize your good credit so that you can actually make money, okay? Now, when you're putting on your trade lines, okay, always make sure that you have the years, okay, because everything needs to be structured correctly, all right? You don't want to just throw trade lines and just have them all over the place. Your oldest trade line need to be your less limit, okay? Your newest trade line should be your highest limit. You want any financial institution to look and see, okay, 10 years ago, they got $5,000. 5 years ago, they got $20,000. 2 years ago, they got $37,000, okay? So you wanna have that progression so that you can get the highest limits possible. If you have it backwards, it can cause confusion in the system, and it will allow you sometimes to not get the maximum amount of funding that you're looking for due to the fact that you have trade lines just all over the place. Banks trust other banks. So when you have that, they're gonna give you the median of that rather than going off of the last account that you had posted on there with the most money on there, okay? If a bank doesn't feel like they have to give you $25,000 and they look like you will accept $12,000, they're gonna give you $12,000, okay? Just simply put. So make sure that you have those structured correctly on your credit profile, whether you got a CP or whether you actually doing your own personal credit. Also, when you're adding those, especially on the CPNs, guys, make sure that you're built out correctly before you're worried about adding trade lines, all right? Make sure you are built out correctly before you're adding trade lines. Now, what I mean by that is if you know that you're not gonna go get funded until the end of your year in December, and it is now August, there is no need for you to put a trade line, an authorized user trade line that is, not just a traditional trade line, but there's no reason for you to put an authorized user trade line on your credit profile and you're not even gonna get funded, okay? Most trade lines on average are gonna fall off within the next 60 days upon posting, okay? So once you apply for it, once you get it, you have to wait for that statement date, okay? After that statement date on that trade line, it's usually gonna take 7 to 9 days after that for them to pick up that there's a new authorized user on that file and then to add it to that credit profile, okay? So 2 months after that, you will be taken off. The only way you won't be taken off if you know somebody with good credit that you can get them to put it on there and then just leave it on there. If it's a parent, if it's a brother, uncle, sister, aunt, grandma, something like that, and then they're just gonna add you and they're gonna leave it on there, that's fine, all right? That's the smartest way to go. But if you know that you're purchasing one, please, guys, wait until you're about to go get funded. I know you're excited. I know you put the work in. I know you already had to wait, but it's a patient game. So you just got to wait a little bit more. Add those trade lines, authorized user trade lines when it's that time, and just wait the 10 days max. Wait the 10 days max, okay? Well, it just depends on that statement date. So if it is now the 9th, the statement date is on the 16th, don't expect for that to post until like the 24th, okay? That's just how the game goes. Now, that's not long compared to probably how long you had to wait if you didn't get a pre-made and you already had to build it up manually anyway, okay? Now, on the flip side of that, for all of my people who have good credit already or high credit limits already with no negatives or limited negatives, especially you don't want any negatives within the last 24 months, okay? This applies to you all too. You can easily get paid using yourself as an authorized user trade line on other people's credit. What I mean by that is, let's say you have a 2-year, $27,000 Chase Ink credit card, okay? If you have that credit card, you can actually apply so that you can get approved so other people, or you can actually do it yourself, okay? Find people who need the assistance, explain to them why it's important, all right? If they're trying to move forward, because I don't know, a lot of y'all weird, a lot of y'all just like being in the same little rut so y'all can blame other people. But if they're trying to move forward, they're trying to better themselves, they're trying to better their family, explain to them why a trade line is important, explain to them how their credit profile should look, and you can actually add, or they can add you from your card on their file. So now, well, they'll be on your file. So now what happens is you can have up to 5 people on each card that you have. Okay, so if I got that 2-year, $27,000 Chase card, I can have 5 people at the same time paying me $350 to $450 at the same time every 2 months. Okay, I don't know about you, but in the South, that's enough to pay your rent. That's enough to pay your mortgage. That's enough to pay a car note. Period. Okay, so make things easier for you. Do not just have good credit. This is like one of my pet peeves. Don't just have good credit just to walk around and say you got good credit. Nobody cares. Show somebody what you're doing with that good credit. Help somebody with that good credit. That's the only way other people care. Other than that, nobody cares if you got an 800 credit score. If you don't have a $50,000 limit and you trying to help other people. Nobody cares if you got an 800 credit score and all you knew to do was to buy a car. Nobody cares if you have a 700 or 800 credit score and all you knew or know is to go and get a property that you're gonna live in. You ain't even gonna rent it out. You ain't even gonna set yourself up for success and live in the 3rd or 4th one that you get. You gonna live in the 1st one. All right, just make it make sense, guys. So for any of you guys who have good credit, definitely utilize this tactic. But if you're doing it yourself, remember, this is a every 2-month process. Okay, so if you don't know them personally and you're looking to make money, all right, and a lot of my students, y'all already know, you're gonna operate on the business side. So you're gonna have multiple businesses and you're gonna use your personal credit to piggyback off of that. So you're really not even using your personal credit. Therefore, why not make money off of it while you're not using it? So if you got 3 cars over $10,000, you got 15 slots available to where you can help people $200, $300, $400 every single time they get added every 2 months. You guys do the math and see how much money that's gonna bring to you, and you don't even have to do anything. All you gotta do is make the phone call, add the people, drop the people. That's literally all you gotta do, all right? Now, as you all know, like always, anytime you need your personal credit, business credit, credit cleaning, whether you wanna do it yourself, you want me to do it, partnership programs, et cetera, CPs, things like that, man, contact the number below in the description. As always, at the end of the week, Friday, I'll be doing my giveaway. When I make my video, I'll be announcing the winner as well. Whoever dropped the most comments or being seen the most, giving me the most ideas on different videos to make, that will be the winner of each single week. Drop them comments below. As always, man, it's Credit Guy Frank here coming to you today with another video. I'm out.